There we see that one-on-one situation, always citing the goal shooter of UAE. I think she was really pretty dominant in yesterday's game against Singapore A as well.
Yeah, she absolutely was. Just 18 years of age. This will be her 19th cap for Charlie Preston. And she did most of the damage yesterday. Came off for a little bit and then back on and just slotted straight back into that dominant form at the front. So Kenya spilled the ball over the side of the court.
Yeah, great defensive pressure there by UAE. So we see the goal attack, Eleanor Smith. She plays quite a bit of a supporting role outside the circle, like a third mid-court player.
Yesterday there was a moment where Gemma Ely came onto the court though, a younger player, and I think she played that, as we see turnover here for Kenya. A pick up from the captain, Parin Simu.
Really nice intercept there. She totally read it like a book. Kenya just struggling a little bit to get through that defense in the center third that UAE is putting up, that box or zone defense there.
To get back to what we were saying about Smith earlier, I think she moves between that role of playing a supportive goal attack feeding role and then also being the one that will put the shots up if required, depending on who she's pairing with inside that circle.
Yep, so if she's paired up with like an experienced young shooter, then she'll take on more of that dominant role in that shooting. Yeah, but if she's paired up with Charlie Preston, who has that advantage in height, I think she gives her all that space in the circle to just put up the shots.
Well, you'd have to think the United Arab Emirates will be very happy with this start. 3-1. I mean, there's a lot of time still left in the game, of course, but so far their defensive pressure in that mid-court path has been probably what's led to this scoreline.
Yes, that's right.
So Kenya really trying to find some space in the circle, but the defenders will not give them an inch. And just as I say that, floating around the back was Onyango.
So I think both shooting circles for both of these teams, pretty similar. You have one dominant holding shooter at the back, and then you have a goal attack that is very agile, taking that front space. So I think when the defenders train in, day out with this kind of shooting circle, I think so both defenders from both teams are able to counter such an attack.
Because it's what they're used to.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Brilliant work then presenting on Onyango. So not long out of high school, one of the babies of the team.
Oh, really? Is she that young?
19 years old.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't know it watching her on court.
No, can't tell. Short pass there. Yeah.
We've seen that a couple of times already at the Nations Cup, and again, it's just that adjusting to the new World Netball rules path.
Yeah. So now the adjustment is now you need to ensure a defender can actually come through instead of just like a hand or an arm. Oh, great contest there. But Kenyan still has possession of the ball.
Wearing the captain's armband. Samiu is their most capped player, 55. And I'm going to say she's experienced at 43 years of age.
Oh, wow.
Really leading the team with all of her years spent on the netball court.
It's really hard to find someone at 43 playing at this level still.
And you'll hear the MC here often refer to her as sister, which is her nickname.
Okay, is it because she's the eldest in the team? So like,
potentially,
she's like the older sister to all these young people that she's playing with. Kenya just catching up with UAE.
It's the first goal we've seen in a little while from their shooter, Naipere. I think the UAE's defense has been so tight that she hasn't really been able to present for the ball.
That's right.
Here we see Smith from range. It pops off the top and she's straight after it. Kenya probably should have got to that rebound first. And Charlie Preston finishes the passage of play.
Kenya center pass. There we see the goal shooter of Kenya. We see her coming out of the circle a lot more to link with the play as compared to what we saw yesterday, where she stayed in the circle most of the time and just like held her ground strong for the lobs. Oh, great hands over pressure. What the mid-court players of UAE do really well is they hit circle edge very easily. Yeah, so I think what Kenya really needs to do better is really to just cut them off, make it harder for them to hit circle edge, keep them off the circle edge, make them run wide. Because I think what they're really good at is to really contest those aerial balls. So if you can stop all those short, sharp passes and make them go wide, I think Kenya has a chance to get those balls.
6-all at the moment. And Kenya pressing towards the post here. The UAE players are really fit,
yes,
aren't they?
Are.
Yeah. And really disciplined when you speak about getting to circle edge. But here's Kenya. Pera, sorry. Just rocking back then to give herself some room. So they're in the lead now, Kenya. Oh, 2 players in the one hole. They're lucky that wasn't called a short pass, really.
Yeah. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm feeling like as if like this is like the last 5 minutes of the game. The way they're playing is like so intense. It's only been 7 minutes. And I can actually hear the crowd, or rather the players on court, just from where we're sitting.
It's a Monday here, of course, in Singapore. So a lot of people at work and school today.
Oh, actually, it's the school holidays this week for.
Oh, is it right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but the adults still have to go to work. But yeah, I think that's why you see like kids coming in their school uniforms. So because it's the entire week they're off from school. Yeah.
So they're still wearing their school uniforms even though school's out?
Yeah, they probably have to report to school and then the bus brings them here.
Oh, still counted as an excursion.
yeah, that's right. So you expect to see a lot more schools throughout the week coming down to support the teams.
Long cross-court ball from Kenya.
I really love the defensive mid-court pressure that UAE is putting outside the circle, making them hard to just penetrate through.
Hands over from Van Dam. And the call goes their way.
I think it was an offside call. Still 8-8 apiece between these two teams.
All the way up there, end of the court. Great transition from the UAE. Oh, and just as I say that, they throw it over the back line.
Just a misplace of the ball.
I have to say I am loving the purple of Mary Otieno's hair. You can't miss her, can you?
Yes.
Long ball there from the captain. And this is the thing with Kenya, they really mix up the length of their passing. So, turnover at the top of the circle. Farrell Morton with a crucial pickup.
Oh, great cut there by the center, Carly Lewis, to hit top of the circle.
The no-look pass. And now right in front with the penalty. Sandwich between two Kenyan defenders.
Super good rebound there by Jacqueline, the goalkeeper of Kenya. Let's see if Kenya can capitalize on this turnover.
A lot of passing done here. Oh, and a stepping call. I wonder if there's a little bit of overuse of the ball.
Maybe. I thought maybe she could just like look down a little bit instead of just like passing it back to and fro a couple of times. Thought the option was actually there.
the pressure of this UAE defence. It's really making them think.
So exactly what just happened is when the goal attack of UAE, Eleanor Smith, when she drives hard on the baseline and pulls one defender away, it always opens up her goal shooter, Charlie.
Oh, big long ball in, and it was never going to get over the arms of their captain, Samiu. She's a tall presence in that goal defence bib.
Yeah, so I think you really have to watch their passes into Charlie Preston. They can't just lob it in as easily as they did yesterday, because both teams actually match each other height for height.
Oh, chasing it down. It'll be a throw-in for the UAE. So another little mistake inside this goal third for Kenya. Such a different game they're playing than what they were able to do yesterday. I mean, winning by 33 goals and now being put under all sorts of pressure. Great contest so far.
Yes. I mean, this is what we really want to see, right? Really nice, close games in the Mirxes Nations Cup.
Yeah, because when you add in yesterday's Singapore game, they beat Canada by more than 50 goals.
Yeah.
So most of the matches yesterday were blowouts. And today, just looking at the fixtures, Kenya and the UAE here, Singapore A and Canada next, and then tonight to round us out, Ireland and Singapore. I have a feeling that all of these teams will be better matched today.
Yes, definitely. I think the scorelines will be much closer as compared to what we saw yesterday. Pretty low scoring first quarter, huh?
Too close. In the pocket. Looking. They swing before heading in. And here's Smith. Very reliable.
Nice shot there.
Out by 2 goals at the moment, 11-9. Less than 2 minutes in this opening quarter. Holding call against Carly Lewis. Just inside the middle third.
Kenya is a little bit hesitant in the options they're giving. So when someone offers front, they're still not passing it almost immediately. They're still thinking twice about it or looking at some other option. Sometimes I think you should just let the ball go.
Oh, kept in play, and somehow it makes it to Smith up that inside channel. Back to self in then.
Oh, great shooter pass, but unfortunately got tipped. UAE still has possession.
And bouncing across the top, and Lewis finds Preston. Holding on to that 2-goal buffer with 46 seconds left on the clock. You often see this with the African nations. They like to pass back and then go the long route towards the post.
They really do like take their time on the center pass. It's like as if they're trying to like run down the clock or like, you know, waste a bit of time so that the opponent doesn't have much time to score next, you see.
Oh, they've done really well here. With 12 seconds on the clock. It felt about 50 passes long, that passage of play, but they've got it to the shooter, and it's a goal right before the buzzer. So we head to the first break of this game on game 2. 1 goal difference, the UAE leading Kenya.
12. Can't wait to see what happens in the second quarter.
Cancer isn't a death sentence. When cancers are found early, the chances of treatments working becomes very much higher. This early detection is made possible by a life-saving understanding of our smallest genetic material, microRNA. This technology that only Marxis has can catch signs of diseases that are revealed by patterns of microRNA in our body. All you need for this early detection test is just a bit of blood. Here is where the test will be manufactured, at Mirxes' brand new facility in Singapore. It's now working on the world's first big clinical research study of its kind to make a blood test that can detect 9 different cancers in their earliest stages. When developed, this first ever cancer blood test will be better than any other, more sensitive, more specific. Mirxes is working to sequence the genome of the population and identify those who are more likely to get cancer and other diseases. Because of this wonderful technology, doctors can find the diseases earlier so people can live better lives.
Tell me what your movement looks like. If you want to run,
Run. Do you want to create your own rhythm?
harmony,
Balance?
move. Keep moving. Release yourself. Find yourself in life's constant motion. Sound, sound.
We've been training hard for the Mirxes Nations Cup, so do come down and support us at OCBC Arena from 1st to 7th September. See you there!
Hi, my name is Yijie and I play centre wing attack for Team Singapore. I would like to play a shooting position because I think people think that I cannot shoot, so I like to prove people wrong. I like to pick at the right time, and I don't think there's such thing as peaking, there's only improvements, yes. I hope is Ash Brazil because she's my all-time favorite. I think it will be very intense because of the countries that's coming over, and I think we'll put up a bigger fight this time. Come support us at this year's Mirxes Nations Cup. I'll see you there.
Alright, let's get ready for the second quarter. Let's play netball.
Back out for the second quarter. And the UAE look unchanged.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen any changes for both lineups.
Oh, making it really hard on that centre pass for Kenya.
I think UAE has just like increased their pressure on their defense right from the start of the second quarter.
They're really cutting Onyenko out of the game. Here she is, way up in this midcourt. So at this point of the passage of play, you'd hope that she would be on her way to the circle.
Yeah.
But it just shows you how much the UAE are holding them up. Down low. Here goes Onyenko, another goal for the Divas.
Oh, they're called the Divas?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
The Divas, and then we have the Falcons.
Oh, UAE also has like a nickname. Okay, that's good, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Singapore recently had, we officially got a nickname. We're called the Vendors now. I think you know that as well, right?
I like the dress now because it incorporates
Yeah,
the Vendors
flower,
design.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think it's been years, like they were deliberating over the name for yeah, years actually. And I think it's nice to know that finally we have an official name. Yeah.
I think it's nice because it builds a bit of a
Brand.
brand and
Yeah.
a relationship with the fans.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's fun. So do you know any of the other names they were considering?
No, but I know we've always been discussing about something related to like a flower, and because our national flower is the Vanda Miss Joachim. Yeah, it's like an orchid. Yeah, so I think we just wanted to go along the lines of that. Yeah, so I think we're just deliberating over like whether we wanted to stick to that or maybe come up with something better.
What about the Merlions?
I don't know. I think that would be funny. Like the Singapore Merlions. No. And because our sport has no relation to anything related to water. So weird. Oh, we have a lot of otters in Singapore. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so people did joke and say like, how about the Singapore otters? But that would be so weird though.
I haven't seen any otters in Singapore yet. I
Oh,
have to go looking.
They're everywhere. Don't worry, you'll see them soon.
So something we see at the Nations Cup this year too is a new design for the molten ball.
Oh yes, the pink and white ball. Yeah, just last year was the orange and black one. Do you see this ball being used in Australia?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did we have this chat last year?
Can't remember.
I'll refresh your memory. We use a Gilbert in Australia.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So I think it's a different surface. The
Yes,
molten's a
yes.
little bit less grippier.
yeah. So when the national team goes for international competitions like the World Cup, they do use the Gilbert ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because
they find it
that's the
hard to
official
adapt.
ball. Oh no, actually it's nicer to use the Gilbert ball. Like the grip and everything. I think it's just nicer to use. This molten ball is okay, but it just feels a little bit heavy. And yeah, the grip for this can be a little bit off. Like if you have like slippery hands and all, it comes off the hands quite easily. Yeah, I very much prefer the Gilbert ball over the molten.
It's interesting you say that because this may be the first time that these teams are using the molten ball if they haven't played here in Singapore before in the Nations Cup.
That's true.
So that's something to adapt to, isn't it? Like, you don't think with netball that there would be many conditions that change because
Yes.
you're going from one hard court to another indoors.
Yeah.
But there's one little thing that you have to get used to, the
Yes.
different ball.
And the ball is such an important factor in the game. Like everyone's catching it, passing it. The shooters might find it hard to adapt to shooting a new ball as well. Yeah, because the weight might be different, the texture of the ball. I really like the Kenyan officials' attire. They're quite formal in their suit and tie.
Yesterday they were wearing red and white striped shirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're bringing the fashion to the side of the court.
Yes.
So UAE just pulling away a little here. And I love what Carly Lewis is doing as the ball enters the goal third. She drives and drops really quickly.
Yes.
And it feels like her Kenyan opposition at the moment is struggling to stay with her and continue that one-on-one defense.
Yeah, I think I was just sharing you before the game started that I watched a bit of her playing yesterday and I thought she was really dominant. Like, she received almost every second pass and she's honestly the main feeder for UAE. Oh, great
Did
pass
well.
in, yeah.
That ball had two UAE players after it, and somehow Kenya, through Mayapera, able to hold on to it. She's doing well standing up to the pressure so far. Oh, outside arm from Kenya. Oh, just not able to capitalize.
And there we see Carly Lewis first to the ball.
There's a bit more urgency about their game, isn't there? And just again, in the pocket, is Carly Lewis cleaning it up.
Oh, almost a help ball there.
Oh, here's the pressure coming from Kenya, and unfortunately, over the side of the court. Oh, we have a change for Kenya. So Teresa Othwang coming on into wing defence now. Well, actually, I'm not sure that's quite right.
Wait, really? Kenya.
Yeah, I don't think that, because if we have a look out on court, we see Otieno still there.
In the wing defense position, right? Yeah, and she started the game there.
Yeah,
and she's still on court.
I mean, we can't miss that purple hair, can we?
Yes.
So
yeah, that was why I was like, wait, I think I still see her on court. No, maybe they got the substitution wrong.
it was given to us by the subs bench, but we'll just clarify.
Great take there by the goal shooter Kenya, Lydia Atieno. Oh, great cut there by the wing attack of UAE. Sophie Henkin. Unfortunately, a missed shot there by Eleanor, but she came up with a really nice rebound there. Let's see if she can put this in. There we have it. 20 goals to UAE and 16 to Kenya at the moment.
Big smile on the face of Smith. With room to move. Down low. Rocking back. Oh, just unable to get it through. It felt like that shot was online.
Yes, that's right. But I just rolled out of the rim, and the goalkeeper UAE came out with such a strong, nice rebound.
So yesterday was my very first time watching the UAE play, and I have to say one of the things that really impresses me about their game is their ability to bring the ball out in transition. They clear out the court really quickly and are able to just go all the way in transition to their attackers, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that's really good, because they catch the opponents off guard. Like they just either get the rebound or take the throw-ins really fast and then just pass it down. And their attacking down is really smooth, like their timing of run and everything. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even know UAE had netball until they got invited for this, and then wow, I think they've been brilliant so far this tournament.
I used this fun fact yesterday, so you might have already heard it, Pav. But for anyone listening that didn't watch yesterday's game, netball has actually been played in the UAE for 40 years.
Okay, I really didn't know that.
It took me by surprise as well, yeah. National governing body wasn't created until 2017.
Oh, okay.
So it did take them time to form a proper member that would become, part of World Netball. But for 40 years, this sport has been played there. And when you watch them take the court and the skills on show, it does make a lot of sense.
Yes. Honestly, they have impressed me so far in the game yesterday, as well as so far in this first half at least. It is nice to know that they're going to be like a threat in this tournament, and they're able to contest for that championship trophy. Oh, really great intercept there by the wing defense of UAE, Eleanor Farrell-Morton.
She's come up with a couple so far, some steals. And you could see the Kenyan player did not want to let the ball go.
And Lana is only actually just 163 cm in height, and you see her so relentless and fury in defense.
She's sneaky, isn't she?
She's like an Amy Pimenta.
From the Super Netball League, yes. Mistake there. Smith just was turning around thinking, where is the ball going? But she was supposed to receive.
Oh, that was a really fast transition there by Kenya.
Just inside, using the edge. And so we spoke about the young star, Doreen Onyengo, at the beginning of our coverage. Are you seeing why she's being touted as the next big thing in Kenyan netball?
Is she?
Coming out of school, 19
yes.
years
Oh,
old.
that one. Yeah, that's right. Really young. So Kenya is a good mixture of really young and quite experienced players, I must say.
They turn it over here on the edge of the circle. Yeah, players from 19 years old all the way up to 43. So they've got a real mix of experience, but a lot of their players have already got 30 plus caps to their name.
Wow. So they do compete quite a bit internationally, I guess, in the African Cup and all that to try and qualify for Worlds.
That's right.
Yeah. And if I'm not wrong, they were featured in the Pacific Oz Games about 2 years ago.
Yes. Yeah, it was amazing watching that match, to be honest, and watching them take the court in Australia, and you know, the teams there from the Pacific struggled to actually match up against their defense as well.
Is this relatively the same team as 2 years ago, or do you see some new faces?
Some returning players, but some new faces as well. They used to have a really tall holding shooter. Whoa!
Oh, wow. That was quite a hard knock there. Got sandwiched between two UAE defenders.
So they had a player called Beatrice Kombucho, who was really, really tall.
Oh, so she was quite unstoppable.
A great target, very unstoppable and great on the take. Oh, a turnover here, so there's a little change in momentum coming Kenya's way. But she's now moved to England. And now, actually, I think she's in Dubai at the moment, looking to continue her netball career. But as you can imagine, there isn't a lot of money on show at the moment for the national players. So there are times where they are looking for opportunity to play domestic netball somewhere.
That's right.
Franchise netball, I should say. So the UAE are quick to capitalise on that mistake. But yeah, she was a budding talent, so to lose her is sad, but you can see the calibre of shooters they still have, Kenya.
Yeah, that's right. We even have young Doreen coming in, like you said, 19 years old. I think she's been really dominant as well for the attacking side for Kenya. Oh, this is like the second help ball for UAE. And Kenya is really putting up pressure now. I think the defenders are really dropping back nicely to take on Charlie Preston. So if goal attack Eleanor Smith doesn't really come into play and try and create play for them, then I think that's where they lack the options.
46 seconds here, plenty of time to score. If we can see Elson Dong out there, unmarked. They could have sent the ball to her instead. Gave it to the shooter. Naipere takes them to 20.
It's Kenya center pass. Yes, it is. 18 seconds left. Are they able to score one more goal in this second quarter?
Oh, well, this clock is still ticking, so the time just disappearing in front of their eyes.
Great
6 seconds here. And UAE have done a phenomenal job in defense here to prevent Kenya from scoring another goal before half-time. And as we head to the break, it is the Falcons once again in the lead. as we watch them in these opening days, and there's no names on the back of either team, so that makes it hard for us to be totally sure.
It's hard when they wear like the usual beeps and then like there's no name written at the back, so it's a guessing game for us. Oh, great pass in.
Preston rolling on with confidence. And for anyone that is tuning in, we're actually tucked in behind the grandstand, aren't we? So we're not courtside with, so we can't see the players with our very eyes. We're watching it all through a screen.
Just like how you guys are watching it through a screen online. we're like watching live at, yet being at the ground itself. Yeah,
but we're watching on TV. Beautiful work there. Kenya so persistent. So they score their first goal of the quarter. I like this matchup between Van Dam and Naipera. I just feel like they're really well matched. Look at them now.
Yeah.
Pretty good matchup for height. Oh, outside arm there from Van Dam.
Yes. Honestly, I thought that was just pretty bad ball placement. Like, I thought it would have been placed slightly into space, but it was placed in a way where the goalkeeper of UAE could just have a hand at that ball. Oh, quite a sneaky pass there, but unfortunately just missing on the accuracy there. So there we have it, Kenya with the throw in.
So you were a mid-quarter, weren't you, Pav?
Yeah, mainly a wing defense, yes. Sometimes center. But at club level, locally, I mainly play inside the circle. But when you come in and play in the international level, I'm too short for that. So you get pushed out to play mid-court, yeah.
I was going to say, you know all about feeding the shooters and where they want it, but more of a defensive player?
Yeah, more of a defensive player. Yeah, but ball placement is really important. And I thought Kenya has really good ball placement, as in when I watched a little bit of their game yesterday, I thought what they really shone and showed what they were good at was actually ball placement. Like, their balls might not be fast, might not be speedy like what we see UAE doing. And you know, they like to take their time to play the ball around, but ball placement in the end is the one that really gets them there.
Oh, pick up here from Onyango. And here's we see, this is the possession style of play that Kenya love. And they backed themselves on that feed, didn't they?
Yes, that's right. You can see them fighting hard to just narrow this gap now. Just 3 goals of difference between both teams. UAE still in the lead. Not sure if you agree with me, but I think Kenya is more space that they're finding in this third quarter. Like, they seem more free and the options are just more noticeable as compared to what we saw in the first half, where the UAE defenders really shut down that space and just grind them down one-on-one.
Absolutely. I was going to say the UAE players were really doing well at holding them up on that transverse line and just making sure that they had to make 3-4 more passes before heading to the circle. And now that seems to have relaxed a little bit, allowing Kenya to pierce the goal third and really dictate space inside that attacking third now.
Yeah, I think you said it really well, Brittany.
On the go, Carly Lewis.
Yeah, her passing cuts have been great so far these 2 games. And she plays center like as if it's like not even a tiring position. She just keeps going and going and going. Stamina is awesome. There we see better defensive pressure there by UAE, like what exactly they did in the first half. Oh, there we go. Nice long pass into the goal third and another sling into the goal third running in. I think the goal defense, the goalkeeper of Kenya are doing really well to confuse that space. So you can see the mid-court players of UAE just a little bit hesitant in popping that ball into Charlie Preston. There we see nice defensive play there.
Throw in here for Smith. What I really enjoy about the way Sophie Hankin plays the game is she puts in a risky feed.
Yeah, she does. I think she's that mid-court player that is willing to just let the ball go.
Yes, but she's also really good at... How am I going to describe this? So you could just see then when the baseline throw-in was being set up, she was protecting the space that she wanted to take the next pass in.
Yeah.
So she was able to get the Kenyan defender on her back and then really push them into a space where it allowed her just to be able to receive that pass in.
Yes.
She's really clever with the way that she uses the angles of her body.
Yeah, so I think she really like just shut down her space at the circle edge, just like block off the defender.
And again, we see her protecting the ball side option. So the Kenyan defender can't get to it in the way she's twisting her body. Through the hands and picked up this time by Farrell Morton. Midway through this third quarter, I feel like this game's gone really quickly because it's been so tight.
Yes. I love games where the score line is close. It's like, you know, you just don't want it to end.
Hankin catching the defender's eyes down.
So we're back to that 4-goal lead. Unfortunately, just a little bit of a miscommunication there. I think Sophie Hankin wanted Eleanor Smith to just go into the circle, just pass the ball ahead of her to make her go into that space.
This inside channel, a challenge from behind. Again, these two just wrestling for possession.
That was pretty unlucky there. Farrah Morton just wanted to keep the goal shooter Kenya out of the circle, preventing her from coming in. But unfortunately, she just went offside. Umpire saw it happen.
Oh, wow.
That was a crucial turnover, though.
Nicole Sproul getting a piece of the action. The quick ball movement and the fake.
Great footwork to just release it just before you take the extra step.
I've been surprised in this game how slow Kenya have been to the ball, because yesterday when we were watching them, they were really light on their feet. Obviously a very fit team. And they were moving the ball so quickly. They were so agile in defense. They were able to get up early and challenge for balls. Their instincts were great on the reflex. And today they just feel a little bit off the pace. It's like the UAE is moving the ball quite quickly, but I would back Kenyan defenders to be able to cut those passes off any day of the week. So I wonder if they're a little fatigued today.
Could be. Did Kenya play the last game yesterday? Oh no, wait, they played the second last game. So they had a little bit more time to recover as compared to UAE actually. I think it's just the style of play for UAE. They just keep it short, sharp, and they only throw long passes like that you see in the pocket whenever it's really clear and necessary. So I think it's a very different style of defense to try and counter UAE's attack. You really got to be very fast, agile, really move your feet, and really cut off like that short, sharp passes. Because I think what happened yesterday is the way Ireland plays is slightly different. They do try and give longer balls, which plays into the advantageous side of the Kenyan defenders, where they like to go for aerial balls.
Well, Preston looks like she's in a bit of discomfort, clutching her mouth. She must have cocked a straight arm to the mouth.
Maybe the elbow hit her mouth or her nose.
Yeah, so
let's see what happens.
She looked like she was a little bit upset at the other end.
Hopefully she's not bleeding or not too seriously injured, because she's seriously a key player for Team UAE.
She's playing on for the moment. And there's Smith standing up. Both defenders occupied back on Preston.
So when that happens, Smith really needs to take ownership and really just sink that shot in.
There's the coaching staff here of the UAE. Oh, short, and it's Samiu on the rebound. So this is a crucial opportunity for Kenya because the lead is starting to get a little away from them now. Behind by 6.
Yeah, at one point, just not long ago, maybe 5 minutes ago, it was just 2 goals apart. Yeah.
And so this is the biggest lead of the game so far. Oh, and it's a footwork call.
Can see the goal defense as well as the captain of Kenya, Parin, just getting a little frustrated. You see her just like calling out to her teammates, telling them to come forward because I think options are not clear at the moment for them as they bring it down the court.
Well, this passage of play thanks to Otieno, and again another mistake.
Yes. Let's see if UAE can really capitalize on this turnover and really extend that lead furthermore.
So a warning.
Wow.
Well, we haven't seen one of those yet, a suspension.
There were about a few warnings yesterday, if I'm not wrong.
There were a couple of warnings given to the Kenyan players. So that warning given to Elsa Ndong at wing attack, and the umpire specifically saying that is repeated if you continue.
2 minute suspension, right?
2 minutes. So it would probably, I was just going to say, we probably need to see a change from Kenya there, just game management. Just allow her to have a seat on the bench and calm down.
Yeah, just think about what she can do better, just not get into the eyes of the umpires. And it's quite crucial because she's an attacking player, actually. So I don't think you want to lose a wing attack on court, given this netball's an attacking game.
So I believe Vida Otieno has come on to replace Ndong in wing attack, but we'll get the confirmation from the bench shortly.
Nice goal there by the Kenyan goal shooter, Lydia Atieno. Oh. Unfortunately, it was the wing defense that got penalized for obstruction, but the goalkeeper had a really nice jump on that ball to intercept it. Was that another caution or warning?
Joan Giuliani giving some very clear feedback to the players.
So Kenyan just being really careful now on attack. There we see nice opening there by the goal shooter Lydia Atieno, just popping up through the middle for that simple, easy pass to go through. Let's see if Eleanor Smith can capitalize on this and put up the shot. Unfortunately, just missed it. Kenya over that rebound.
The deflection from Uro, I feel like she's really upped her game in the last stages of this third quarter. She's involved in everything. Typically we see Samiu in that goal defense bib out hunting a little bit more, maybe on the move as Uro stays back and holds on Charlie Preston, but now we're seeing a change. And the goalkeeper for Kenya really starting to get on the move and involved. Well, as we head to the break, it is the UAE who lead by 5 goals. Kenya did well to come back there a little bit at the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remains in this game between the Falcons and the Divas. And there's a change we see in centre. So it looks like Vina Otieno is now into centre. She was in wing attack before. And they've done a switch, so it's Irene Otieno now into wing attack.
So she was previously centre, she's moved out to wing attack. Okay.
The rest of them look unchanged.
Yeah. The shooters are definitely the same. Let's look at UAE's lineup. Nah, they've stuck to their main 7 throughout. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was a big collision.
Painful. Oh, did we just see the centre screaming?
Well, the call goes the way of the UAE. So they just want to set the penalty correctly. Heavily marked Preston. They're swinging here, UAE, trying to create some space, just open up that circle. And it's going to be up to Smith here. Oh, she can't connect.
Yeah, I think the shots that Elena Smith is going to put up in this last quarter is really going to make a difference to UAE maintaining this lead. Oh, but there we have it. Defenders managed to get back that ball.
So you could just see the frustration from Otieno then, because they had the ball, Kenya, in the midcourt, and there was an offensive contact called way up in the goal third with the goal shooter out of play. So they've lost the ball here. The umpire must have been keeping an eye on it off the ball. And so here's another opportunity for UAE. And given we are now into the last 13 minutes of this game, Kenya will be hoping to try and claw this score back. There's only 4 goals difference, so really they only need a couple of turnovers to do it.
Yeah, so every shot, every interception now is going to be crucial. Like, the game is getting too intense. I see like the management team of Kenya just waving their hands frantically, giving lots of instructions.
You can see how much it means to them. That frustration boiling over a little bit, a lot of whistle. So ahead of this match, both these teams were undefeated.
That's right. So they're both really gunning for that second win in this tournament. I mean, it's going to be really important actually, every win, because I mean, you only have like 5 games because there are just 6 teams in total. So it's like a do or die situation every game that you play.
Oh, there was a bit of hesitation then on the pass from Otieno, and she tried to force it. There was really no options wide.
Yes. There's great middle channel pressure there by UAE.
Moving laterally at the moment, UAE, and there's a stepping call. So Kenya need this opportunity. The captain to take. Oh, good. It's chaos out there.
It's a lot of whistles happening. You can see a lot of push and shove in the circle. Just lots of
Oh, that was
physicality.
clever then from Naya Pair there.
Nice feet over the top of the defenders.
Was able to get her back on her defender's back, and then it just allowed her to drop into the space behind. Oh, turnover here from Otieno. That was impressive off the centre pass.
A wing attack running all the way to intercept the ball off the other wing attack. That's super nice to see.
Unmarked in the middle. Otieno. This is an important goal for Kenya. 3 goals in it now.
It's Kenyan centre pass. If they manage to score, this is just going to be 2 goals apart. And 2 goals apart means all you need is 1 turnover. So I think what they're doing really well now is that the shooters are popping at the right timing through the center of the circle, just keeping the UAE defenders a bit off guard because they're so used to like waiting for the aerial balls to come in. So now the shooters are changing a little bit of what they're doing, which is good. It's just keeping the defenders guessing. Oh, nice save there.
So one thing I've observed watching Kenya in the few games I have seen them play is that they like to hustle hard at the end. They're really good at coming home with a bang. Preston chasing that ball down. The pass was off. Now she wants it just inside. Some awkward positioning here from the UAE shooters. Kenya just squeezing them really tight. And Smith puts it up, comes off a Kenyan over the back line.
I think the Kenyan defenders have expected that second pass to come from Smith to Preston.
So this call goes the way of Kenya. I did think they were first to the ball, but whether they had to take the player out to get in the right space to take it is a question. Either way, we play on. And they're going to make them set this penalty. So it's a 2-on-1 advantage for the Divas inside the circle.
Oh, an offensive contact against the goal shooter again.
They could have just gone that back option.
Yes. I'm not sure what she's doing because I can't see what exactly. Is she using her arms or like is it her, I don't know, her body that she's pushing off against the goalkeeper? I'm not sure.
Well, Juliana is on that baseline, so she's probably seeing something we can't from this angle.
Definitely.
Oh, turnover again here.
But what was really wasted was it was a 2-on-1 situation in the circle, and yet there was still offensive contact. Oh, that looked like the replay. I'm not sure.
Calling for it in the pocket. Over the other side of the court is Hankin. Here she goes, a long lead to the ball, hits circle edge.
Nice cut to hit the top of the circle.
Preston just looks tired. She's unable to get free.
And the ball's coming to her and not exactly placed properly as well. As always, the Kenyan defenders are able to get a tip or a touch to the ball. But I think Smith really needs to get into the game and really try and take that pressure off Preston.
Yeah, every time they look to go shooter to shooter with her or even just feeding at the moment, the Kenyans are muscling up against her.
There we go, that much needed shot. It was crucial though for UAE.
Smith to Hankin. Oh, that's better.
I thought it was quite a nice contest there, actually. Fortunately, maybe after tipping that ball, she just knocked right into Preston.
I think that move from Hankin was pretty vital, just upping the speed of the feed, just getting it in there as soon as she saw the option open.
She didn't delay the pass, which was why it drew a contact in the end. Oh, another error there by Kenyan goal attack. 19 years of age only, Doreen Akinyi.
Oh, coming through is Otieno.
This is what happens when you have fresh legs on court.
Plucked it out of the air. So it's vital they score this one. And I think it's fair to say there's a lot of whistle happening down that end of the court, and it's actually confusing the Kenyans because they just want to roll on and hurry up and play. And I think that's probably why we see them making mistakes, because they're like, are we going or are we not? You see there was a run of 3 there for the UAE at one point in the last 10 goals. Fairly even though.
Just realised both the country flags are pretty similar in colour. There's the black, red and green.
I did notice at the captain's call the day before the opening games that a lot of the teams mostly were red, green or white.
That's true, yep. At least 2 or 3 colours were similar, right? Yeah. What call was that? Not sure what happened there. Oh, it's a contact call again. Carly Lewis, centre of UAE.
Just 5.5 minutes to play here. Oh, they spill the ball, Kenya.
Just 4 goals of difference, still anyone's game. Unfortunately, it's an obstruction call.
One trying everything in her power to win the ball back for the Divas. Oh, off the hand of Smith. Lucky Carly Lewis there. And Preston gets back to her best as they hit the big 4-0. Out by 5 goals now. So each time Kenya surges and tries to create a bit of a fight back, the UAE responds, don't they, Pav?
They do, they do. It's like they've been in the lead since the start of this game, and I don't think Kenyan has ever edged them out. Like, they've only come close to as 2 goals of a difference, but UAE always just keeps holding the lead.
Kenya were first to score, so the last time they led it was 1-0.
Oh, right.
But that's
that's
basically the whole
right?
game.
Yeah. Oh, there we see another offensive contact, this time against the wing attack of Kenya.
What a graceful take that was from Smith.
Yes, it was. Oh, ouch, I just saw what happened there. The wing defense of Kenya just budged into the chest of Smith. But we see her having a laugh, so I think she should be fine.
And they're starting to find Preston again now. So she's had to weather the storm a little bit against some tough Kenyan defense, and there's just a mistake here. I think this game has been played at such a high intensity that perhaps teams are, you know, players from either team now are starting to fatigue a little bit. You can see it in Preston, certainly, and maybe in the mistakes from Kenya as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Great work then from Otieno.
Didn't expect that pass. I thought the goal attack was going to put up the shot.
Naipere, a little short. Gets on the second bite of the cherry. 3 minutes here, 4 goals separate the two teams.
Oh, great cover there by the center wing defense of UAE.
If we think about the rankings of these two teams, the UAE currently 21st in the world and Kenya 30th. As there's turnover again here.
Yeah, it's another offensive contact against the goal shooter. Such crucial mistakes at crucial times. It's going to be really costly.
Something for them to maybe reflect on in the post-mortem of this game.
That's right.
But what I would say is that this game has been played at such a great quality. There has been mistakes from both sides, but that's largely been to the pressure of the defence. And when you think about where Kenya are ranked in the world, I mean, you look at this game, you think they should be probably ranked higher, but it's because they play other tough African nations in the top 10, like Uganda, Malawi, even South Africa. So their ranking does suffer because they're playing such high quality opponents so often in Africa.
I mean, the competition there is great. Like, every team there has that chance. Has Kenya never, have they ever qualified for the World Cup? No.
I don't believe so.
So it's usually the South Africa and Malawi probably qualifying from the African region, right?
Uganda.
Oh, Uganda, that's right. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So Kenya was actually the first African nation to join World Netball as a member, but they've never played at a Netball World Cup, you're right. And they've never played at the Commonwealth Games either.
Right. So they may be good, but they lack that. They kind of lack that international exposure in some sense.
I think to teams beyond the African nations, yeah, because they would play those other sides really often, but unable to get exposure maybe to teams like the UAE.
Yeah, that's
so it's
true.
important that they're here today and playing in the Pacific.
I think one major reason could also be funding. Yeah, so not sure if that government body in Kenya actually supports netball. Yeah, so a lack of funding is also very hard to compete and travel across nations to try and get more exposure and development.
Well, hopefully there are people watching today that have money they want to invest in the Divas.
Yeah.
Here goes Smith.
Oh, great shot there.
44 they lead the UAE to 37. We have 8 seconds here. Time to score if Kenya can move quickly. Not if they play it back though, which is exactly what they've done. And so that score remained 44-37. The UAE remain undefeated after 2 days at the Nations Cup. And they were very impressive today with their fitness and their decision-making at their path.
Yeah, they were. I mean, coming back from playing the final game yesterday, I mean, with not much time to recover, and then playing the first game for day 2 of the Mirxes Nations Cup has been really nice to see how they've managed to maintain their intensity and composure throughout, and finally taking that win.
All right, well, we're going to wrap up our coverage here. You can see there's a very happy Falcons team on the screen, and we're going to prepare for Singapore A against Canada next at 5 p.m.
Sophie, so how do you feel about the game?
Oh, I'm Ellie, not Sophie. Do you want
Ellie,
Sophie? So,
Sophie can come on if she wants. Yeah, fantastic, all right. All right, yeah, she's there with me. Why not just have a chat about the game? I mean, what a game that was for you guys.
Yeah, I think especially for us to come up really against competition like Kenya, who are physical, who are strong and everything, it was nice. I actually really enjoyed that game because it's a test for us, and they're one of the top teams in this competition, so it was exciting. But we had loads of fun. And she's a shooter, so she got them out.
And I saw a lot of camaraderie with the girls as well. You know? So how has that been going? I mean, you guys have been playing together for a while, right?
Yeah, we've actually got, how many new people we got in our team?
how many new people?
Yeah, we've got like
3 or 4
new teams. But it's all about our team building. We love TikToks, we love TikTok dances.
She loves TikTok.
I love TikTok dances. So I think just by chilling out when we've got our downtime, getting to know one another, especially with our roommates and everything like that, that's how we connect. And then we just build the connections on court, makes it all fluid.
So last question, what's the goal for you guys for this tournament? Is it just about winning or just having fun as well?
Winning.
Yeah, winning.
Obviously
winning. They go hand in hand. If you win, you have fun.
And when we have fun, we win.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I love the vibes, guys. All the best for the rest of the Mirxes Nations Cup. And of course, we can't wait to see you guys, perhaps, win more games. Fantastic stuff, thank you. Cheers for the UAE, guys. And next up, we are joined once again by Sister. Hi, Sister. Well, what a game for you as well. That was not an easy one, right?
Thank you so much. The match hasn't been easy, but we really thank the team, the opponents that we played against, because they've given us a real tough time. And we've learned a lot from them. We hope to meet again.
What's special for you, Sister, about your squad? And again, just like the UAE, I see you guys are very close. What's special about your team?
The special thing about my team is the ball possession. We make sure that we don't lose the ball easily. So we have to possess the ball. However much time we may return the ball at the back, but we have to make sure that we possess the ball for that time, then we can make it as a goal.
And what's your strategy for the next game, moving ahead for this Nations Cup?
Wow, thank you so much. Our next game, we are really going to re-strategize so that we can come back fully strong and powerful so that at least we can win.
All right, all the best, sister, as well as the rest of your squad for the Mirxes Nations Cup, and we hope to see you do well as well. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you so much.
All right, stay tuned for more action, guys.
Thank you.